Dear Dark Diary, tonight's entry is called The Diary is Open.
Hello, you. Yeah, you. Funny how you ended up here. Out of all the podcasts, all the videos, all the noise swimming for your attention, you opened this diary. That's dangerous or brave because diaries aren't supposed to be shared. They're supposed to stay hidden under beds, inside drawers, locked away behind smiles and "I'm fine." But the thing about secrets is, they get tired of being quiet. Trust me, I know. Welcome to Dear Dark Diary, a place for the thoughts that arrive at midnight, the memories that show up uninvited, the conversations you replay in the shower, the heartbreaks you swear you're over, and the questions that keep scratching at the inside of your head long after everyone else has gone to sleep. This isn't a self-help podcast. I'm not here to fix you. I'm not here to give you 10 steps to happiness or tell you who to become. And honestly, some days I can't even find my phone while it's in my hand. What I can offer is a page, a space, a moment to be honest, because life gets messy. People leave, dreams change, hearts break in ways we never thought they could, in ways we never thought were possible. We outgrow versions of ourselves. And sometimes, the hardest person to understand is the one staring back from the mirror. So every week, we'll open a new page, a new story, a new confession. Maybe yours, maybe mine, maybe one you've never admitted out loud. So pull your chair a little closer, pour the coffee, ignore the text you're pretending not to see, and stay a while. The diary is open now, and once the story is told, there is no putting it back between the pages. Before we begin, I should probably warn you, this diary isn't perfect. The pages are stained, some are torn, a few should probably have stayed buried. But that's the thing about being human. We spend so much time trying to look polished that we forget we're all carrying chapters we'd rather nobody read. Maybe that's why you're here. Maybe you're looking for answers. Maybe you're looking for comfort. Or maybe you're tired of pretending everything makes sense. Whatever brought you here, you're welcome. For the next little while, there are no masks, no filters, no performance, just stories, just truth, and just us. If this is really a diary, then I should probably start with a confession. Not the kind that ends friendships, not the kind that belongs in headlines. Just an honest one, which is, I don't think I've ever completely known who I was. I've known versions of me. The version that smiled because it was easier. The version that stayed quiet because speaking felt dangerous. The version that always had an answer, or at least pretended to. The version that became what everyone needed. The friend, the daughter, the sibling, the safe space, the strong one. The version that carried everything so well, nobody noticed she was struggling to carry herself. And maybe that's what growing up really is. Meeting version after version of yourself, only to discover they're all temporary. Like old houses you once lived in. Familiar, comfortable, and somehow no longer home. It's strange. When we're children, we spend our lives reaching for someone successful, someone admired, someone worthy of being remembered, someone good. We imagine adulthood as a destination, a place where certainty finally arrives, where we have it all figured out. But one day, you wake up and realize nobody handed you a map. Nobody knows exactly where they're going. Some people are just better at looking like they do. And maybe you felt that too. Maybe you're feeling it right now. Maybe you're listening to this in a dark room or on your way to work or in your office and wondering if everyone else received instructions for life while you somehow missed the meeting. Trust me, you are not alone. Because most of us are improvising, turning every day of our lives into a failed experiment, building ourselves in real time, making mistakes, starting over, learning lessons we never even asked for, and hoping nobody notices how much of life is trial and error. You know what's funny? For most of my life, I thought becoming yourself would feel like arriving somewhere, like getting somewhere to a place, like there would be a moment, a day, a sign, something that would tell me this is who you are and this is where you're meant to be. But life doesn't really work that way now, does it? Most of the time, becoming yourself feels a lot like getting lost. It feels like questioning the things you were once certain about. It feels like leaving rooms you've outgrown, like saying goodbye to people you thought would stay forever, like looking at versions of yourself you've carried for years and realizing it no longer fits the plan. And nobody talks enough about that part, the grieving, not just for people, but for old dreams, old identities, old futures that never happened. Because sometimes the hardest goodbye isn't the one you say to someone else. It's the goodbye you say to the person you thought you were going to become. And maybe that's okay. Maybe not every dream is meant to survive. Maybe some versions of us have to end so new ones can begin. And maybe that's why this diary exists. Not to preserve who we were, but to remind us how far we've come. To prove we survived things we thought were going to break us once. To show us that every chapter, even the painful ones, eventually becomes part of the story. Maybe years from now, we'll look back at this version of ourselves, the confused version, the hopeful version, this unfinished version, and we'll smile because we had no idea how much life was still waiting for us. And maybe that's the real confession. Not that we're lost, not that we're broken, not that we don't have all the answers, but that we're still becoming. And maybe that's enough. So, dear listener, consider this the first page, the first confession, the first midnight conversation. And if you're still here, thank you. Because opening a diary takes curiosity, but staying, that takes courage. I'm your host, and that's where we'll leave this page. Maybe you found a piece of yourself tonight. Maybe you found a question. Maybe you found a truth that had been waiting patiently to be noticed. Maybe you found an answer. But whatever you found, carry it gently. Because some thoughts are heavier than they look. Until next time, keep the diary close. Because sooner or later, every secret finds its voice. Good night.